Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to design a rectangular microstrip patch antenna. So I was inspired by a YouTube video. You can find the video here, just can click it, and that video is produced by Nasmul Hazan. So he made a very awesome video about how to design a rectangular microstrip patch antenna in the CST Micro Studio. And he also has a very good video about antenna. You should totally check his channel. But I noticed that there are some people who ask about how to calculate some of the parameters, so I'm just making this video and I'm going to show you how to calculate the parameter in the MATLAB. So first, let's start with the design of the antenna. So here's the design. Basically, rectangular microstrip patch antenna consists of three parts, which is the rectangular patch, and then there is the substrate, and then there is the ground plane at the back of that. And I use inset feed line here. And the dimension of the patch is WP for width, LP for the length, and then for the inset feed line we have the gap here, GPF, and then the length is LF and the width is WF. And for the ground plane and the substrate, the width is WG and the length is LG. And the thickness of the dielectric is H, which is 1.6 mm, and the relative permittivity of the substrate, which is FR4, is 4.3. So to calculate the parameter, I use this book, which is very good book, Antenna Theory by Balanis. Let's go to the chapter 14 about microstrip. Yeah, design. You can see this C-part design. This is about the design of rectangular microstrip patch antenna. This is very clear. I give very clear explanation how to calculate. You see, there is the step and there is an example which you can follow. So basically, I just put this equation to the MATLAB, and then you can go to the next part to calculate the parameter for the inset feed line. There is also the example which you can follow. Now I'm going to MATLAB. Yeah, so I have written the script here. This is the script. Design rectangular microstrip antenna by transmission line model. Yeah, so the line model is the transmission line model. You can also read the book for further information. So first, we enter some of the parameter, which is the dielectric constant, the thickness, the frequency, the input impedance, and then the equation is basically just from that book. I write it here, and then I got another calculation from another book. LG is the minimum size of the ground plane. And then there is another equation here which I got from another source. You can Google this. This is to calculate the width of the feed line and the gap of the inset feed line. You can just find it. I put this source. Then let's find it. Yeah. Let's see, maybe we use FR4, so that must be 4.3. And then the thickness is 1.6, the frequency 2.45, which is for Wi-Fi application, and the impedance is 50 ohm. And here you are. This is the result. There is the width, the length, the inset feed point, the width of the feed line, the gap, the minimum length of the ground plane, and the minimum width of the ground plane. We can vary it for another application, maybe for Teflon, which is the permittivity is 2.1 with the same dimension 1.6, and the frequency is for Wi-Fi 2.45, and the input impedance is 50. Yeah, we can see, of course, the result is different. We can see the width, the length is bigger than when we are using FR4. Okay, now we're going to put the real parameter, which is using FR4. Yeah, so here is the result. Now I'm going to CST Microwave Studio. So we choose the antenna planar for Microstrip, and then edit the working plane to bigger 10, then this is 0.01. Okay, and then I'm going to put the parameters which I got from the MATLAB to the CST. WP, and just copy paste it. Yeah, for easier, and this is the length LP. Copy paste everything. And the FI, the fit point, and then the width of the fit line. Oops, just manually type it. The gap, type it again. Okay, and then the dielectric thickness, which is H, is 1.6, and then there's another parameter MT, which is the thickness of the copper, 0.1, and then don't forget to change the type to length. Change everything to length. Okay, finish. So that's all for this video. I'm going to continue to the next video. I'm going to continue about how to design this in the CST Microwave Studio. So bye bye, see you in the next video.